lot of my favorite Skipper moments. Sorry for the lack of cap slaps.
Let me tell you, I'm going to make you happy the rest of the days of your life. We'll get an apartment, one that takes monkeys. You can't just walk on the water.
Lovey, I'm back to me.
You kiss me and I'll belt you.
Sorry, Captain, but you do remind me of my wife.
Listen, folks, why don't we...
Oh, shut up, will you, Gilligan?
You can't tell Gilligan to shut up. I'll tell him when to shut up.
Thanks, Skipper. Now, folks...
Shut up, Gilligan.
Skipper, didn't you hear the professor say it's human nature to be curious?
Yeah, well, what's human nature got to do with you?
Neither a borrower nor a lender be. Do not forget, stay out of debt. Think twice and take this good advice from me. Guard that old solvency. There's just one other thing you ought to do. To thine own self be true.
Exactly. We couldn't care less whether you had a feather off the goose that laid the golden egg.
What goose?
The goose that laid the golden egg, you know, in the fairy tale.
Laid a golden egg?
Yes, Gilligan. Once upon a time, there was a goose. This goose laid a golden egg. Now, this goose was very important in the town. Oh, never mind, Gilligan. I wonder where that feather rolled. Where that feather rolled. Where the lens rolled. Professor, one of these days, right there.
Ginger's very damaging to us.
Yeah, her testimony.
No, her legs.
Brunettes.
Do you want to whisper sweet nothings into my ear?
You like redheads.
Are you planning to write me some more love notes?
You like blondes.
Do you need more pink stationery?
Yes, no, yes, no, yes, and no. There, you see, I always tell the truth.
Oh, and what's this funny-looking thing? Corn?
Well, I guess that this is budget corn, Marianne.
Budget corn?
Yes, making both ends meet. Here's for one of the loveliest persons on the island.
Thanks, Skipper. My first corsage. Does that mean we're engaged?
Gilligan! Oh, Mrs. Tiffany Smith, you're such a beautiful woman. You remind me of a poem.
Huts.
Gilligan, my father had two sayings that I shall always remember. Hurried work is worried work, and a job not well done is not a well-done job.
Skipper, that's beautiful.
Pop used to say a lot of beautiful things.
Was he a poet?
Not exactly, Gilligan. Well, Pop was kind of a Oh, never mind, Gilligan. Now, got to keep a constant lookout for ships.
Aye, aye, sir.
Watch that ocean like a hawk.
Like a hawk, sir. If there's a ship out there, I'll see it.
There's a ship out there. It's in trouble.
Huh?
The ocean's this way.
Come on, baby. Surrender to Ginger.
I give up.
Unfortunately, you're not one of the enemy.
I'm not cut out to be a Howell. I don't want to disappoint you, but I don't want to be rich and I don't want to be famous. I just want to be me. Are you mad?
No, I'm not mad. Every man has a right to be himself, even a Gilligan.
Thanks, Skipper.
What I mean is, when I am president, Gilligan is going to be Secretary of the Navy.
Secretary of the Navy? Gilligan is going to be Well, why aren't you laughing, Gilligan?
I'm tired. After all, I haven't got your legs.
Hey, well, it's a good thing you have, Marianne, because otherwise you couldn't get in those shorts. Quack, quack.
Quack, quack, quack.
Quack.
Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack.
Gilligan! Gilligan, why don't you stop that? You don't know anything at all about space.
I know one thing about it. You take up more of it than I do.
Very funny. Gilligan, there are three types of space. There's the space up there, the space down there, and the space between your ears. Give me her.
Gilligan, I don't know whether he's kissing you or tasting you.
Gilligan, will you get going? Huh? What do you do when I say...
What do you think of it?
It's great. Who are you supposed to be?
Who am I supposed to be? Little Bo Peep.
Oh, now I know why you lost your sheep, little Bo Peep. Because you only got one peeper. I mean, there's only two of us here. And you can't do it because you're the skipper. And I can't do it because I don't know how to climb a coconut tree. Besides, I'm afraid of heights. I'm not starting any mutiny, Skipper, but I'm not climbing up that tree. No siree. Not me.
This is gonna fix me breakfast.
Your father will fix you breakfast when he gets back.
Watch the beam, Dad.
Thanks a lot, son. Ginger, I had no idea that you were so crazy about me.
Skipper, I'd fight anyone for you. Even Mrs. Howell.
Even Mrs. Howell?
You're the one who wrote the notes, aren't you?
Not me. But if I'd write anyone a note, it'd be you.
Skipper, why don't you write me a note?
Well, it's just the idea. If you left the flowers for Mary Ann without a note, she might think that you gave them to her.
Why would you think that? She never helped me with any sewing.
Gilligan, your innocence is exceeded only by your naivete.
Well, I must say, little buddy, you've left yourself wide open for a dilly of a misunderstanding.
Yes, many good men have been brought to their knees by a lot less than a bunch of flowers, right, Skipper?
Oh, right, Professor. And say, did you notice this morning the way Mary Ann kept passing him the toast?
And yesterday it was the coconut milk. Indicative, highly indicative.
Well, I want to tell you, there's no telling what's flying around in that pretty little head.
Dumb tree.
1, 2, 3, 4, and now you can rest.
And now, ladies, the next exercise is a real tough one. Deep knee bends. Ready? 1. Gilligan, you all right? Come down here. We've got a lot of work to do.
Back up again.
Yeah. Well, what am I supposed to do?
Well, I want you to run back and get Gilligan. Now, I'm trapped under here, and I'll lie here and moan and groan. Oh. Oh. How does that sound?
Well, you got to project a little more, you know, from the diaphragm, like this. Oh! Oh!
Oh. Are you sure another envelope didn't come? Huh? Open your mouth.
Being brave just kind of comes natural. And in conclusion, I would like to say, help!
It's empty.
You know why?
No, why, Gilligan?
Because that's a weak branch. You see, birds are real smart. They don't build their nests on weak branches because they're liable to... Timber!
Gilligan!
In here, Skipper.
How about that Mary Ann?
Oh, no.
She thought she wasn't being nice enough to me, so she made me 2 pies. Actually, she's been wonderful to me, but... Well, I haven't been very good to you, little buddy.
Oh, that's not true, Skipper.
Oh, yes, it is. Now, don't say that just to make me feel better. I know it's true. I know that I yell at you and bawl you out when you're really trying to do your very best. So, what I'm trying to say, little buddy, is I want you to have one of my pies.
Oh, no, Skipper. Mary Ann made it for you. It's
No,
your
no,
pie.
I insist. Now, little buddy, I'm just trying to make up for the way that I've treated you. And I know that if Mary Ann had made 2 pies for you, you'd give one to me. I want you to eat every bite.
No, Skipper, I like the way you treat me. I like the way you yell and shout at me.
Well, before it's too late, a man should look at the people around him and figure out what he can do to make their lives happier. Oh, little buddy, you don't know how happy you're going to make me feel when I see you eating this pie.
Oh, no, Skipper.
Thanks a lot, Gilligan.
Why me, Professor? Always me! For goodness sakes, why should I let a little thing like not getting an invitation get me down? So what if I'm the only one that doesn't get an invitation? There's nothing to cry about. After all, I'm not a child. I'm a man. But why does it always have to be me? Now, Gilligan, I want you to forget something. Understand? I want you to forget that I'm your skipper.
It's forgotten.
And I want you to forget that you work for me.
It's forgotten.
And I want you to forget that I'm twice as big as you are.
It's forgotten.
Good. Now, Gilligan, what did you think of my Mark Antony, little buddy?
It's forgotten.
Now, Gilligan, what did you really think?
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Don't pay any attention to him. He just says what he's taught.
Uh-huh. And who's been teaching him?
Gilligan, Gilligan, Gilligan.
Blabbermouth.
If you want to see more Skipper, tell me in the comments below. And to see Gilligan's best moments, click on this video.